gotten very uncomfortable at times, and this, applies to different aspects of my life. And like sometimes being uncomfortable is good. Like it puts you in situations that open you up for growth. Obviously there's situations where you do not want to be uncomfortable, and we don't ask for those things to happen to us a lot of the times. So just try to make good decisions, try to lean on the people who are there for you. If you can't really make that decision yourself or you don't know what to do, because no one should have to be uncomfortable. Like I said, sometimes it kind of does set you up for growth. But if it's definitely something where you do not need to be feeling uncomfortable, I would hope that you would not be in that situation. And if you are, and you need help in that situation, please, tell somebody you love about it. And all of that, helped me to realize, like, sometimes those uncomfortable situations that you're in, force you to, like, reevaluate what is going on. And, like, decide if things are, like, right for you in life, if they're good for you. And then recognize if you are getting what you need or deserve. And if you're not, well, sometimes you have to say goodbye to that uncomfortability if you have that option. Don't settle for things that are not good for you. I know it's easier said than done. Sometimes we give people way too many chances, but if you can help it, please do not stay in an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes it can improve, sometimes it can't, and we don't want to keep stressing ourselves out over situations that are not going to get any better. I've definitely become more independent in some ways. Obviously, I live on my own now, so there's things that I have to deal with that I would not have to back at home. Still some stuff where I'm relying on other people, but sometimes that's okay. But I also realized it's okay to rely on other people for certain things. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like, Mom, you do my dishes, I don't feel like doing them. Not that kind of relying on people, but realizing that people are there for you and that you don't have to do things alone. I know some people are more like that and they don't really like to bother people, but the people in your life, they do care about you. And if they truly care about you, you being in need, or just wanting to talk to them shouldn't be a bother to them, so it is okay to rely on other people and not be totally 100% independent, because it's hard to live life like that. Gotten back into writing more. I've only written a little bit of original stuff, but I've definitely been working on fan fictions, and it's hard to believe because it feels like it was just around the corner that I started posting fan fictions again. And even though I haven't posted as much as I want to, I've definitely been working on stuff. I had some things that I had written probably almost 2 years ago at this point, but at the time, when I posted them earlier this year, it was definitely a little over a year. And it's hard to believe that it was probably about 9 months ago, maybe even a little bit more than 9 months, that I posted my first fan fiction in a while, and definitely set myself up for getting some of the stories out that I wanted to post. Inspired me to work on and finish a story that I had had in the works for, I forget exactly how long, but definitely had the idea for a little bit, and it ended up being 43,000 words. I don't know how it got to that, but it was long. And then just gave me ideas for other stories, and some of this stuff I've had for a few years, and it's time to work on those because they're in here. I have good ideas in here and stuff that I think people would like. Obviously, if you're a writer, when you sit down, you don't always have inspiration to write a certain thing, or if you're a perfectionist like I am, it never turns out as good as you think it's going to. But there's definitely people who will enjoy it. So, keep writing if you're a writer, and, don't give up. It's difficult, but you'll enjoy it too. I've definitely enjoyed working on my stories, and that's half the fun. Obviously, posting it and having someone enjoy it, that's great too. But if you enjoy it yourself, that's also good. Sometimes I just go back and read my own stories, not even out of a conceited kind of thing. Sometimes I just like what I wrote, and then I have good memories from when I wrote it, and then I was oh yeah, I remember this line that I thought was really nice or funny or something. I started a YouTube channel. I have to include that one because I've been wanting to do it for years, probably a decade or something. And I've posted a few videos over the years, not very much, mostly misheard lyric videos or something like that. But I finally took the plunge, and I'm you know what, let me try Vlogmas. And I've been posting every day. The only time that I did not post on, I think it was the 13th or 14th or something, was because I was making the video, and like, it was a few minute video, and I don't know why it took like an hour or two to process. So I just got it out like a few hours late, like the next day, but I'm still counting that. Plus I only have like 2 subscribers, so like it's not like anybody's gonna come after me with a pitchfork or anything like that, right? But you know, other than that little bit, I'm determined to finish Vlogmas and like post the 31 videos, which I'm on the track to be doing that because I have, well, tomorrow would be like 23 videos, and I'm working on this one right now. I'm gonna be working on a couple more videos tonight, some tomorrow. Obviously, you know, not all of them are gonna be posted tomorrow, but some of them I am gonna schedule within the next few days. Some of them I can't really do yet. I'm doing a vlog for Christmas Day and then like Christmas Eve, and I can't film that until the actual days, and those are like a few days away. So, started studying a new language. I only did a little bit of it, and this has only been like the past few weeks, and it's not like I've really done that much overall, but I did start studying Spanish, and it seems a lot more straightforward than some of the other languages that I've studied. And even if I don't like end up studying too much of it, I definitely have been wanting to study, if not like more languages, then, you know, at least get back into the ones that I've been studying before. But it's definitely motivated me to hopefully start doing more language study next year. Improve my relationship with food and like trying to focus more on my health. It was definitely a necessity after my diagnosis earlier this year, but it's good that I've been, you know, thinking that way, because sometimes we do not realize like what we're eating, and not even just like food, but like other habits, you know, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, keeping stress low, things like that. Unfortunately, I've also gone overboard and like focused too much on trying to make things perfect, but I realized like that's not good either. You're stressing yourself out, which you're, you know, not supposed to do. You definitely don't want to do that. It's been kind of like a, you know, battle going up and down with it, but I definitely am trying to realize like, hey, you don't need to be perfect. You can still make good decisions and not be perfect and like stress yourself out too much and like micromanage. And I have been speaking to a nutritionist, and she's really nice, and she's always like, you always come prepared, you always come with like questions, even if you know, are focusing too much on making sure things are perfect. Definitely by like the next session, I'm like, you know what, I don't need to be that way. I see her in like 2 weeks, and I definitely need to tell her like, hey doc, I've kind of fallen off a little bit, but I am reevaluating, and hopefully I'm gonna get back in the saddle, get back on track, and, you know, keep focused and do the things that I wanted to do in terms of my health. Not be like too crazy and beat myself up over everything if it doesn't go how I want it to go. I had things get chaotic, you know, with me overthinking, with the literal chaos that is my apartment because I'm trying to clean right now. But sometimes the chaos is okay, because sometimes you need it to get chaotic for you to be motivated to make changes. Our final one, this is definitely something that's happened more over the past few weeks, but definitely over the past few days. Realized I need to focus on me. Just like with the last one, I've, you know, had some chaos in my life the past few months. Like I said, sometimes it's kind of necessary for you to like reevaluate and start making changes, but I definitely just need to focus on me. No perfection, no, you know, overstressing and, you know, trying to be perfect, because you're not going to be perfect. Nothing's going to be perfect. Just focusing on, you know, getting my life better, getting it to be healthier, not just in terms of food, but like in terms of like stress management and things like that. You know, just taking it one day at a time, making improvements, but realizing, like I said, nothing's going to be perfect. But just genuinely be yourself and put effort in. And like I said, take it step by step. And that's what's going to set you up for real success and fulfillment. So hopefully, you know, you guys enjoyed watching this. And if you want to comment, I know no one really comments, but you can share, you know, some of the things that